approaches through devices. With the start of the 19th century, the start of inventors creating machines, devices, in an attempt to make pictures move. The first was magic lantern show, which were a popular form of entertainment. Discovered the principle of persistence of vision. The another devices are like thermometer, kinetoscope, zoetrope, praxinoscope, flipbook. Numerous devices that successfully displayed animated images were introduced well before the advent of the motion picture. These devices were used to entertain, amaze, and sometimes even frighten people. The majority of these devices did not project their images and accordingly could only be viewed by a single person at any one time. For this reason, they were considered toys rather than devices. For a large scale entertainment industry like later animation, many of these devices were still built by and for film. Students learn the basic principle of animation. Magic lantern. Magic lantern is an early predecessor, ancestor of the modern day projector. Its origin is known during the year 1671. It consisted of semi-transparent oil painting, a simple lens, and a candle or oil lamp. In a darkened room, the image would appear projected on an adjacent flat surface. It was often used to project demonic, frightening images in a photo that convinced people they were witnessing the supernatural. Some slides for the lanterns contained moving parts, which makes the magic lanterns the earliest known example of projected action. The origin of magic lantern is debated, but in the 15th century, the Venetian inventor Giovanni Fontana published an illustration of a device that projected the magic of a demon in his liber instrument. The earliest known as actual magic lanterns are usually created to Christian Huygens or Athenian culture. Next device, thermometer, 1824. Thermometer is a simple toy that was popular in 19th century. It is a small disc with different pictures on each side, such as bird and a cage, and is attached to two pieces of string. When the string are twisted quickly between the fingers, the pictures appears to combine into a single image. This demonstrates the persistence of visions, the fact that the perceptions of an object by the eye and brain continues for a small part of second after the view is blocked or object is removed. The invention of the device is often credited to Sir John Herschel, but John Alton Paris popularized it in 1824 when he demonstrated it to the Royal College of Physicians. Next device, phenakistoscope. The phenakistoscope was an early animation device. It was invented by Edward Maybury in 1831, simultaneously by the Belgian George Plater and Australian Simon von Chamfer. It consists of disc with a series of images drawn on a radius evenly spaced round the center of the disc. Slots are cut out of the disc on the same radius as the drawings, but at the different distance from the center. The device would be placed in front of the mirror and spinning wheel. Next device, zoetrope. 1832. The zoetrope concept was suggested in 1832 by William George Horner, and from the 1860s marked as the zoetrope. It operates on the same principle as the phenakistoscope. It was a cylindrical spinning device with several frames of animation printed on paper strip placed around the interior circle. The observers looked through vertical cut around the sides of view the moving image on the opposite side as a cylinder spin. Next device, fractionoscopes. 1877. The animated projections on screen was created in France by Charles Emile Renaud. He was French science teacher. Renaud created the fractionoscopes in 1877 and the theatre optic in December 1888. On 28 October 1892, he projected the first animations in public for short film at the Musée Grévin Wax Museums in Paris. This film is also notable as the first known example of film format being used. His films were not photographed but drawn directly on the transparent strip in 9. More than 5 lakh people attended these screenings. Flipbook. 1868. John Burns Lineage patented the first flipbook in 1868 as a kineograph. The flipbook is a small book with relatively springy pages, each having one in a series of animation images located near its unbound edge. The user bends all of the pages back, normally with the thumb, then by a gradually motion of the hand allows them to spring free one at a time.